I was not the cool kid, and I was not popular. I didn't have many friends. The depression started for me. I started self-harming, and I developed bulimia. A lot of people say, you know, high school is the best time of your life, and I 100% do not agree with that. I never thought that it would get as bad as it did, but it got to the point where there was no going back from it. It just kept progressively getting worse. It's like drowning in the ocean, and you can't see what's underneath you. You can't see what's gonna happen in the future. You can't see what's around you. It's all dark. You can't breathe. Nobody can hear you screaming, and you just kind of lose yourself in it. They basically abandoned me. My senior year of high school, I had nobody because they left and stopped talking to me just because they knew that I was depressed. I absolutely loathed myself inside and outside. I couldn't live with myself. I didn't want to live with myself. And eventually the eating disorders kind of subsided and self-harm really took over. I had like 70 or 80 marks all the way up my legs and up my arms, and it was to the point where I couldn't wear shorts or t-shirts, and it was to the point where I was bringing like razor blades to school, and I was stealing X-Acto knives from the art department, and it was just, there was no going back from it. And I really didn't think that it was ever gonna be to that point. I thought I would always have control over it, that it was just gonna be something that I could get through, you know, that I could use as advice to get through like a bad year or a bad month or a bad day, but it ended up where the littlest thing would happen and it would just set me off, and I would have to do that to control the emotions that I had inside. Don't ever for a second think that you're not good enough. I just wish I could have known that then. That just because people told me I wasn't good enough didn't mean that I wasn't good enough. And I tried so hard to please other people. But when I look back on it now, it was 4 years of me wasting my time trying to please other people, when I should have just focused on making myself happy. And if I could go back and tell myself anything, it would be that. Not to let other people define who I am, because it's not worth it. In the end, it really isn't. I like Gaga because I feel like she saved my life. I know that she saved my life, and she saves the lives of people all over the world. I think my favorite Gaga lyrics would have to be, I'm gonna marry the night, I won't give up on my life, I'm a warrior queen, live passionately tonight.
Do you think you're a warrior queen?
Yes, I do. After all I've been through, I don't think it's cocky at all to say that I'm a warrior, and that, you know, I've fought for so many years, and I think warrior queen is such a good term to use, because it's like the fighter queen. You're the queen of yourself and of your own life, and you control how you feel. You know, if you're having a bad day, it's up to you to turn it around, and you know, you have to fight. You have to be the queen that you know you were meant to be, or the king.